Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to the Brown Dust 2 video. Alright, I've been enjoying the game a lot if you guys aren't aware of it. That's why I'm making more videos. Alright, today's video is gonna be about slime versus gold. Which one should you farm early on, right? Obviously, this is going to be something that we gotta take into context, a little bit of comparison right here. For those of you guys who haven't played that far ahead, so let me talk a little bit about this. I think once you finish the chapter 3 of the main story quest, you will have access to this particular thing called the, what is it called? Path of Adventure. Now this thing is going to be something that you can access, alright? And you can see every single day, there's either Goblin Ruins or Slime Empire, depending on where you want to farm. On Sunday, both is open, Friday, Saturday, Sunday actually. This is basically in line with the previous Brown Dust. I definitely enjoy this throwback for sure. So Monday is only Slimes, Tuesday is only Goblins, etc, etc. So let me jump into this and show you guys what you're able to obtain, right? So we're just gonna click the cartridge first. So first things first, early on, alright, you can only most likely do the normal stage. The hard stage might be a little bit too much for you. So let me see if I can come here and talk to this Captain Grandis. And then from here you can lead, she can lead you either to both the Goblin Ruins or the Slimes. Now let's look at the Goblin Ruins first. The Goblin Ruins, you can see this is the normal stage. So you can see right here the suggested combat power. I don't know what's happening here, but you can see the power overlap. Normal is going to be the easiest, and I think most players can do that. Unless some of you guys, if you wait a little bit, you can probably do the hard one already. And then the very hard is going to give you a lot of gold, right? So obviously later on, that's going to make a lot of sense. Once you can do hard and very hard, I think it's going to be way more worth it. But early on, when you are doing just the normal stage for the Goblin Ruins, I don't think it's worth it, right? Even me beating the boss is only going to give you approximately 700 gold at most, right? And then let's talk about the Slimes. Now the Slimes, I do think it's going to be more worth it because you have a chance to drop the highest rarity slime, which is the red slime already, and that's going to give you a tangible benefit to your team overall because you're going to need the levels early on, right? So for the Slimes, I haven't tried to do the hard or the very hard, but you can see definitely the difficulty do increase significantly. So I do highly recommend most players to actually farm this slime early on. Now this game is a little bit different. If you guys are not aware, it does use a stamina, and the stamina system is very weird. It's something that I've never seen in any gacha games before. Notice this thing on the top, this particular 27 out of 40, that's going to be your cooked rice, right? So this thing resets every day at the reset time, alright? So basically, you can buy more if you want to. Daily limit you can buy using 170 gems. So you can buy 40 extra cooked rice. You can see right here there's step 1. Apparently you can buy step 2 is going to be even more expensive, and then step 3, tier 4, tier 5. You can consume 1000 gems to basically replenish. So you can see right here the purchase tier for tiered products reset every day at 5 AM. So if you want to, maybe you can go tier 1, but once you go tier 2, tier 3, I don't think it's worth it. Like, that's going to give you more stamina, but it's just so expensive, right? So again, this thing resets every single day at the reset time for the game. For me, it's at UTC plus 8 time zone, it's about 4 AM in the morning, right? So right here you can see the cooked rice. You're basically consuming this as your stamina. You'll have 40 tries every single day. So you gotta decide to use your stamina either for slimes or for the gold. Now early on, like I mentioned, slime feels way more efficient compared to the gold. I'm going to show you guys the difference. Let me see if I can... Oh, that's a very unique girl. I wish you could recruit this as characters, right? So Brown Dust has always used the slime girls in this manner of fashion. So you can see this one, I didn't get the red ones, right? So you get 3 yellow and 2 blue. But anything that's blue and yellow is definitely going to be worthwhile. So let's stop here and show you guys a little bit of how much EXP you can use or you can gain using the red slimes etc, right? Let me jump into some of my characters. Justia. So I'm going to see if I can power her up. The red slimes do give quite a lot of EXP. So this is how much a yellow slime will give me. So from 13% to 21%. A blue slime seems to give double the yellow slime, right? So blue slime, yellow from 13 to 21. So that's like about 8% increase. So this one is about 27% increase. Oh, that's like more. That's like 3 times. 27%. And then this one is going to be... Whew, look at that. Red slime, insane. Alright, red slime increased by, that's like 70 to 80%. Crazy stuff. But yeah, that's a lot of increase for sure. Definitely worth it. I do think that early on, farming slimes is going to be much more efficient. Now, ideally, there are two arguments to this side, right? I've seen players talk about, why do I need to farm slime when I can just go to any of these stages to farm the monsters instead, right? The mobs in any of these stages, you are able to farm them and they do give you EXP. Now, it seems like you can do this unlimited amount of times. I'm not aware how, if the mob respawn or not. Like you can see right here, immediately I'm thrown into this. And let's see how much EXP do we get, alright, for farming these monsters. You definitely get a... I wouldn't say you will get a lot, but you get a decent amount. And remember that it's kind of... in a way, it's kind of unlimited. You can just go in and just beat a bunch of these monsters. Every single monsters that you farm, you know, they will give you some sort of EXP. So for this particular one, I managed to get 36 EXP, which is again not much, right? 36 is like whatever compared to comparatively to how much you get in the farming the slime stuff. But you also get some gold right here, you can see. And you know, you could argue that EXP and gold can easily be farmable. So ideally, you want to be using your stamina, your cooked rice, to be farming for materials instead, which I can sort of understand. So materials are basically every single chapter. You have this entrance right here, alright? So it's called the hunting ground. So you can use the this particular button for the hunting ground. Basically in this stage, usually it's at the end, alright? So based on what all the maps that I fought, you just gotta go to the teleportation right here. And then it's usually the last one, the most right one. This one, particular one, you can always transport there, and then you can enable this button. So this will lead you to auto farm, also consume the cooked rice, the stamina thing, and you'll be fighting any of these mobs. Now this is going to drop you different materials depending on what you need. So you could either get some materials to craft gear, some of it is materials for alchemy, etc. There's something to consider as well, depending on what you need. So for this particular one, I managed to get what seems to be... Let me disable the thing. I managed to get a plain ladder. So some of these things, depending on what you need, can be... You can use alchemy to produce a higher rarity things to obtain the higher rarity materials for crafting a higher rarity gears. So obviously gears are also going to be equally as important. Yes, gold is important to basically level up your gear, but those things are going to be equally as efficient. So yeah, in case you guys are not aware, so hopefully, with that being said, make sure you guys use your stamina efficiently. I do think that slimes are going to be more important than gold early on. These monsters inside the magic circle that you are farming right here, including the slimes, including the goblins, they don't give you EXP innately. They don't give you EXP, they don't drop any items other than those things. They don't drop gold, right? So if you want to farm for gold or EXP, you'll have to farm the mobs that are outside of this area. Alright, so therefore you cannot really use this feature, alright, but inside there you can basically just auto farm. You can leave your device there running for a couple of minutes. So yeah, that's pretty much for this video. Hopefully you guys are aware of this. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like and let me know what you guys think of the slime versus gold. Which one are you guys farming now? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, have a nice day. Goodbye.